Hello children. In the last class, we have studied about the history of magnets and we have said that there are natural magnets, then artificial magnets are there, and then we also classified various magnetic and non-magnetic materials. Today, we are going to start the properties of a magnet. Let us see what is a magnet. Let us study about poles of a magnet. We can see what is a pole of a magnet. For that, we want to do an experiment. We are going to do an experiment for identifying the poles. What is pole of a magnet? You have been seen a bar magnet. It is rectangular in shape, and we are going to take that bar magnet for finding out the poles. Okay, so first of all we want to spread some iron filings, okay, randomly on the table. Okay, you can see this iron filings means these are the powder of iron. Okay, it is a powder of iron. This is known as iron filings. So we are spreading these iron filings on a table and we are going to take a bar magnet. You can see here we have taken a bar magnet in the hand and we are going to place this inside this iron filings or iron powder. Okay, then let us see what is going to be happening for the iron filings as well as the bar magnet. Look here, when we bring this bar magnet to the iron powder or iron filings, we want to move it through the iron filings. We can see that the iron filings have been attracted to the magnet. You can see. And what is the peculiarity? These attracted iron filings have been attracted at the end of the magnet. You can see the overall iron filings have been attached to the ends of the magnet, the both end. Okay, you can see the two ends of the magnet. The iron is more concentrated, more attracted at the end of the magnet. Okay, these two end of the magnet are called poles. Okay, these two end of a magnet are called poles of a magnet. This is the poles of the magnet. That is the end of the magnet. Okay, so you have been seen that more ions has been filled at the end of the magnet and this is known as poles. Okay, so here we want to notice that the more iron filings are attracted at the poles of the magnet. What does it implies? What does it means? Okay, it means that more magnetic power is at the end of the magnet. More magnetic power or strength is at the end of the magnet, and so that the more iron filings is attracted at the end of the magnet. Okay, so that's the reason why more ions are attracted at the end of the magnet. Okay, so these are known as poles. There are two poles. So these are poles of a magnet. So here you can see this is a bar magnet which is a rectangular shape. You can see this is the bar magnet, and when we place in the iron filings you can see some iron powders here. Okay, you can see some iron powders here. This is known as iron filings, and these iron filings attract to the magnet because iron is a magnetic material. So when we place a magnet into the iron powder or iron filings, you can see that whole magnet attract the iron filings in present here to the poles. You can see here one end, here another end. the whole iron filings is attracted at the two ends. So these ends are known as what? What we call these ends which have more magnetic strength? These are known as poles. P-O-L-E-S, poles of a magnet. So these are the two end side of the magnet which have more magnetic power or strength. Here you can see in these two ends, this magnet has more strength. So more iron filings attracted at these ends. So these are known as poles. So now we have said that there is a pole. And now we can do an activity to find out the direction of the magnet. Here first of all we want to take a stand, and then we want to take a magnet, and we want to tie the thread at the middle of the bar magnet. We want to tie, and we want to suspend at the, we want to tie it in on the stand. We are going to tie the bar magnet on the stand. Okay, now you can see the bar magnet is moving. We just want to wait to the bar magnet to become in resting position. That means no movement. We want to wait. Okay, you can say after some movement the magnet become a resting position. So you can see the both end, that is the poles, has taken a particular direction. Now we want to take our hands and disturb the resting position. That is, we want to make a motion with our hand. We want to make a movement for the magnet. Again we want to wait for obtaining the resting position, that is no motion. Okay, you can see the magnet is coming to a resting position. Again when we observe, you can see that the magnet is aligning or resting in a same position as it came to rest in the first time. Okay, all the time this magnet will come to rest in the same direction. Okay, and what? So from this experiment we can say that this magnet always come into rest in a same direction, which is north south direction. Okay, there is north and south direction. You have been studied in your previous classes. There are two direction, north and south. Okay, so this magnet will place in a direction known as north south direction. There is also directions. Which are the four directions? You know that which are the four directions? North, south, east, west. Okay, we have studied that. There are four directions: north, south, east, west. But in the case of a magnet, this magnet always come into rest. When we hang on a thread, this magnet always come into rest in a north-south direction. That means one end to the north side and other end to the south side. So you can see that this magnet will always come into a position with the north-south direction. So that is the peculiarity of a magnet. And from here you can say that one end is placing the south. Okay, one end is placing the south direction. That pole or end is known as south pole. Okay, at the same time the end or pole which directing the north pole is known as north pole. Okay, north direction or north side, it is known as north pole. So what is the name of two poles? South pole and north pole. Why we are calling it as south pole and north pole? Because one end is facing south direction, so we called it as south pole. At the same time other end facing north direction, so what we called north pole. So that are the two poles of a magnet. Which are they? North pole and south pole. Okay, so that we have learned from the activity now. The magnet always will align a same position when it come to a resting position. Okay, and what is the direction? North south direction, because it always align in north and south. And one end faces north is known as north pole, and the other end which faces the south is known as south pole. So that is the poles of the magnet. Which are they? North pole and south pole. So now we have studied that for a bar magnet or every magnet there are two ends. Okay, and what is these ends are called? They are known as poles. Okay, they are known as poles. And which are the two poles of a magnet? North pole and south pole. Okay, so these are the two poles of the magnet, south pole and north pole. These are the two ends of the magnet. Okay, and you can see that by the iron filing experiment, more iron filings has been attracted at the end. Okay, at the south pole and the north pole. So what we can say, more strength of magnet is at the poles. You can see that more strength or power of magnet is at the south pole and north pole. So these are the two poles of the magnet. Okay, so that's all about a magnet. Magnet have two poles, south pole and north pole, and the two ends of the magnet are known as poles. And what is the peculiarity of these poles? The magnetic power or strength is more at these poles. So this is about a magnet.